It's good. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today. I cannot see it there. Oh, copy link. So I'm just coming in, saying hello to everybody, and I just want to do the sharing first in the Telegram. Hello to everyone. Say hi to me. Share these things out if you think that this is actually quite useful. Of course, not everybody aligned with this, right? Please come in. Can I pin this? I think can. So let's see. Anybody is here? Hi, Mary. I think my seat is having some issue with it. How are you guys? Welcome to another day of butter class. Hi, Maggie. Now, before anything, anybody have? I just want to talk about something today. So, I just want to talk about something today. And since I still in the 5 element, what is it that you guys want? I still in 5 element. So 5 element have a lot of topics, not just for that. So the last 2 weeks, of course, last week I cannot really do Facebook Live. Totally no time to do Facebook Live. Actually have some times, but I don't think it's appropriate to do in that sense, because without the board, without this whiteboard, yeah, basically it's very hard to present. So I haven't found a way to use the whiteboard on a phone. I hope I can in some days, that I can use a whiteboard. Yeah. So again, for those who do not know who I am, my name is Seno. Normally I prefer people call me this name, but you can see from my chat, the title I have, my real name is Alex Sender, more special. Yeah, this Sender's kind of name doesn't really apply on a lot of people. Most likely they only call themselves Alex. So I have this special at the end part of it, which come across with Sender. So if you guys are not sure who I am, my name is Seno, and welcome to my Facebook Live or any of my channels, posting and stuff. I just want to give a little bit of disclaimer of whatever that I practice, yes, is most likely related to metaphysics. And of course, during my time of learning about all this metaphysics stuff, I don't really follow a lot traditional methods. I try to come up with something that is more natural to use. More natural means that if a certain Bazi-related element or metaphysics-related element are related to energy flows, I will then use the energy flows as a representations to whatever that is happening around our life. And of course, whatever that I came across is not self-created, is most likely relate back to the traditional methods. It's just that I will be using a different kind of method of explanation. I don't really follow too much of the old texts and stuff. I will most likely go back to the basic of the 5 element, because whatever is around you right now, basically is just 5 element. Okay, so that is the introductions that I'm going to give you. Hi, Diane. Okay, this is how the way that I do for metaphysics. And of course, in my class, I was also using the same way. And I find it very interesting because we always try to fixate the meaning. And of course, some of the keywords is very, very good in fixating them. But when you put a keywords, when you label them, there is what I call the fixated version of it. Fixated version means that if you are being fire, you surely look like a being fire. There's nothing else can change about you. Okay? And that's it. That's who you are. And but we cannot agree with that. Like me, I'm more into logical practice. I cannot agree with that when it comes to same birth hour of person. Okay? Because there's only one Steve Jobs. I always say this, yeah. There's only one Bill Gates, one Steve Jobs, one Warren Buffett, one Elon Musk. Why is it that so? Aren't they same born on the same birthday hour? And what is the difference between all these people? What makes them different? Yeah. And when you try to understand the difference that they make, so it's about their hard work that relate to their destiny chart, which is a more appropriate way to look into one person party chart. So if you just based on that, you can actually ask me, is it I'm more into bending reality or bending destiny? Not really bending the destiny, but you might have the same event happening to you, but you're just on a different scale of your life. Okay, not bending, yeah, but it's still the same. Not bending your destiny, yeah, but it's just that the way that you use it, where is it the value of return? This is also something that is more modern, more logical practice. Since that we are saying that if you are a very angry person, can this angry redivert to become value of return or not? You're a very angry person. So angry doesn't always mean it's angry. It means that you have high energy or you're a very straightforward person that you don't want to, hide your emotion and stuff, right? So the angry word is just a label that was given, but at the back end of it, just a little bit back, try to think beyond of that angry. There must be a certain purpose and goal that the person is feeling like that, right? But of course, when you go into party chart, this angry word have only one labeling, that is negative. Yeah, it's just example. Yeah, I'm not saying all the chart like that. Okay, it's just an example. So when you look into that perspective, then there's nothing to change in here. But can this redivert to become what we so call a return of value or not? Return of value is like return of investment. Are you putting it on the right place to gain the right amount of return that you are needed? And this is where put it on the right place is a very, very important perspective or due diligence or our own diligence in doing stuff in our life. Now, this is the awareness that when we talk about this is always related to the awareness that we should talk about this, right? So when you talk about awareness, that means in your party chart, provide you with a map, and you have to aware with the map that you are having right now. Okay, whatever map you have, right? Everyone have their special chart. Okay. Hi, Amy. Hi, Agustin. Yeah, everybody have their own special chart, and I think that's very important to know and be a good human being. Can I say that word? Yeah, be a good human being. Yeah, and don't try to. Of course, you can put this in any way possible that you wanted to put in. There are really no restrictions in your life. I would say there's no restrictions in your life, even though that you are destined Maybe you are a little bit more angry. Maybe certain years you have certain problem. You have certain lessons to come to you. But that does not change the result or goal or an outcome that you are actually trying to achieve. That doesn't change it. Does not change it. And as a sign of angry or a sign for an extreme behavior is actually a sign of some sort of talented people. Okay, some sort of talented people, genius, extreme behavior. So you might not know that somebody actually have an extreme. So you can be extremely angry, extremely calm. In metaphysics or in 5 elements, we actually identify them as one of the elements. So everybody was just having their own behavior, but they're not using it on the right place. So extreme behavior is a very easy thing to notice. That will totally tell you their chart have an extreme portions of it is singular element. That means their entire chart, their super chart, are more into maybe metal element, maybe earth element, yeah, and all other element was actually being abundant or missing from the chart. So when a person chart is like that, then they're actually having a very extreme way of their life or the perspective. Okay, on their perspective. I like to say that why is it we are in that path, right? Okay, it's very easy. Use logical way or senses to understand barter chart. Actually also kind of good way to realize that there's something that you should be aware of first. Example, you are having you have too many of certain element in the chart. Let's just say metal element, right? You have too many metal element in the chart. Obviously, you are a metal element kind of person. And does that really make you to become a metal element? The answer basically is no. For me, I will tell you it's no. Okay? The reason behind of that is you still have a point that what we call an activation of that particular element. This is something that makes people suffer. Most of the time, these are the activations that make people suffer. You yourself, you as a human being, you are being trained. Your life journey train you who you are. Imagine that you're actually just based on an environment that does not allow any activations of your own element to become who you are today, then most likely you're not aligned with the chart. And most of the time, that will actually represent that your element right now become a negative element. Okay? Of course, your animal sign will tell you that perspective. Your element interactions, the combinations, the clash, the harm, all of this will then tell you about your life journey. So in between, you might have certain talent and certain genius that is actually belongs to you are unable to be released. Okay, that will subsequently make the entire chart not activated at all. They will make it back. So sometimes in your party reading with somebody, they will just tell you, just use one element that can make your chart become better. There's a reason behind of it. Because if you don't adopt that mentality, like certain element is like useful God. This is to rebalance your chart. Okay, this name is to this method is to rebalance your chart. So you have too much of something, you never activate it, you never use it on return of value. This is where you are not return of value. Okay, this is where you are not using it on the right place. Okay, when you're not using on the right place, there's no wealth, there's no relationship, There's no attractions. Nothing is actually for you. So you have your chart. And what I'm trying to present here is your chart, the more element that you have, the more opportunity it was given to you to use it, to activate it, to utilize it, and unconsciously it actually make you become good with it. So imagine that all your life, you only know how to hunt a tiger. You only know how to hunt, kill, and skin the only animal in the earth, which is tiger. So all your chart like that. So the whole life of you're meeting with a lot of different perspective that is only related to this particular tiger. Then you become an expert to it. That is what you will able to do. That is your expert to it. So your barter chart provide you with that kind of opportunity that you will always have opportunity to execute that particular aspect of life, value of life. The return is when you're too good with it, there can be many ways of returns. Yeah? Because right now in the modern world, you can kill a tiger, you can skin a tiger. It's your skill set. That skill set provide a lot of inspirations to you. And after that, you might need to go into different perspective also to know that this skill set, is it to market it, to teach it out, or to make it or even niche kind of skill set for you yourself. And during the journey of that kind of life, you learn a lot of lesson or perspective. You're just hunting a tiger. Maybe you notice the tiger is like before they want to attack, which kind of hand they're going to use, right? So that kind of lesson provide different perspective of inspirations, wisdom to your daily life. Example, the tiger like to use right hand. Then you will also notice that in people behavior, they might have the same reactions when they're going to attack, when they're going to talk. This is like example. So by that, totally explain your chart, what kind of talents that you have. And why is it that you learn parts, you have to go into that level, yeah? You actually need to go into that level. So have to go through different stages and stages of life to really achieve who you want to achieve. Okay, so that's how parts actually works on the logical terms. For me, that's the most practical things that I actually like to talk about. And the weirdest part is, this is the weirdest part. So if you understand too much of this element, understand too much, means you understand their actions, their thinking, their perspective, their result that they wanted, their outcome that they wanted. And throughout the journey, when you read somebody chart, when they have certain problem, that's mean they're using negatively on their element. As simple as that. They're using it on a very negative side of the element. That unconsciously created the problem. Yeah. So all the while when you learn Bazi, the best thing to learn is just to understand the basic element first, without really go into some crazy things. Yeah. So this is like just a refresh to everybody. So I hope that you get something out of it. Now, I want to ask you guys, you have 13 plus was here. Any one of you have anything that you think specifically you want to talk about on 5 elements? Health, wealth, or relationship? Okay, just put it in and then we just go from that side. Okay. Hi, Weave. This is called Weave Ho and Lau. I think it's called Tony Lau. Hi. Anything else you guys specifically want to know? Let's talk it on 5 element. Because you need to cover up a lot of 5 element perspective here. Okay, health, please. Tell me you're saying health. Anybody else? I give you guys a few seconds here. Type in, and I go look around, see anybody can actually want to come in to join this. Oh. Hi. Diana only one wealth. Wealth activations. Maggie was saying for wealth. Hi. Anybody else? Anybody else? Come. Put it in. After wealth topic next week, I will not talk about wealth. Actually, I want to talk about health today. But I see you want to talk about wealth. I do want to remind you that whatever that we are going to, we just want to talk about that action that lead into result. Practical, yeah? Actions lead into result. I hope that will be very practical to everybody of you. Yeah. So since you guys want wealth, then let's talk a little bit about this. Now, let me ask you guys, in the perspective of wealth, what is it that can actually make you money? Or you want to talk about how to feel about money? Or you want to talk about how to make money? Right? Which one that you want? Next week, wealth. Never mind. Let's just pick wealth. I have to ask you guys, because health topic, you cannot control. Wealth topic, you can control. Health topic is very hard to control. You have to understand yourself first, how your body actually functions. You'll find it amazing, the way that I actually use it on Bazi in terms of health is totally different. I think some of you guys experienced that when I was explaining about health topic. Yeah. So wealth. Okay. I like to talk about this kind of stuff like actually wealth has too much of different perspective to talk about. So let's just start from the beginning of what is all this is can be done. Okay. So let me, should I put it that way or put it this way? Never mind, just put it this way. Okay. So this is spiritual realm. Okay. So this is your belief. Yeah. Spiritual realm is your belief. And then you move into the heaven realm. This is most likely related to your mindset. Okay. I like to use this kind of way so that everybody have a perspective in here. Mindset, and then you will have go into the mindset, go into the emotions or feelings. Is it heaven, spirit, heaven, earth? Yeah. Spirit, heaven, earth. I forgot already. Oh yeah, not five realm. Okay, five realm. I think five realm is better. So this is your feelings, which is the earth realm. And then you will have the outcome, which is your desire. Okay, so spirit, heaven, and earth. It is man's realm. Of course, at the back end of it is your creations. This is actually related to ghost realm. Okay, then go back to the spiritual realm. Yeah, most likely it's like is related to this kind of five element. Why is it like that? Because your five element, your singular element, fire element, have a different perspective on wealth and your desired outcome. Yeah, totally different. Yeah. So in five element, we most likely like to talk about what? Your industry. This is what people like to talk about the most. Where should I land it on? Okay, this is also a little bit not really okay. Let's just put it this way. Industry allow you to have the ability to execute, which is aligned with your Bazi chart. Yeah, it's an activations. That just means that right now you are fire element. So many fire element in your chart. And then you go into an industry of fire element. Not supposed to be fire. Okay, not supposed to be fire element. What I say is go to an industry that allow you to activate the energies that you have. You're meant to do that. So like just say fire element, okay, in belief, of course, related to passions. In belief, yeah, your fire element related to passion. So when you go for a company, you're full of fire element. You're supposed to go to a company that give you the passions of whatever that you're feeling right now, fulfillment internally of you. Okay, fulfillment that to fulfill your inner, soul or something like that, your belief, your faith in that, your passions in that company. But it doesn't really need to be a fire element company. A wrong concept. I would say it's a wrong concept because, like I say, if you use Bazi for actions, only for actions based, you go there, you actually need to activate your element. That's the best thing to use according to your chart. It doesn't matter that your hour pillar have fires, your month pillar have fires, your year pillar have fires. It doesn't matter. Maybe you go there, you even have a different perspective of utilizing them. Okay, on year pillar, more into customer service, new customer clients has come in, right? And then go into month pillar, maybe go for more into the entire system of admin management of the company itself, right? Then go into the day pillar, most likely you'll do well in the department of company branding. Okay, when you go into the hour pillar, then most likely you will be best in doing in a perspective of ideas creations, new products, new ideas, okay, new recruitments, how to make a new subgroup, okay, sub-branch for the company itself. Yeah, it just tell you that if you have, a lot of fire element, that means you can do well in all different perspectives in that particular company. Then wouldn't that be best for you to land it in it? Okay, so you are looking for matching and yin and yang so that you can match the industry, the locations that you're working, and go back into your chart that you can do well. When you do well, do you get rewards? It doesn't care about your behavior is bad or not. Yeah, it doesn't care about is your money, your behavior is good or not. Okay, to have more money, to make more money, that means you have to land it on locations that you're being appreciated by somebody. That means you have to have a good relationship with your boss, your company, right? So it's not about which part of it that you have to fall in. It's about what is it that make you able to execute it more. Yeah, but fire element doesn't always indicate in one way. Passions can use in all different category. Different category is like, okay, right now we are talking about, spirituality. There's one part. Spirituality can lead into mental health or not. It also can lead into mental health. Is one part. Companies that is doing for fashion, right? But some company, fashions company, is not fire element. It's not about passions. It's not about fulfillment. It's not about beauty. It's about mental element. It's only a company for system to run. It's not about fulfillment anymore. That's mean when you go to that kind of company, you will never be fulfilled. Then it's no point for you to go to that. It's not activating any of your chart. That's what makes people suffer and doesn't really able to exert the full potential of your chart. And nobody can see you at all. Then nobody will appreciate you. Some company just require metal element kind of stuff. They do not require the other part. So the last few weeks, I talk about the money, the company management, right? And this also fall into that category. Not always you join a company, they have their own system. Not always that you actually can fulfill. So if that company cannot fulfill you, you have to fulfill yourself. You understand? You have to fulfill yourself. So no matter what company you are doing right now, no matter what industry that you are in right now, how to activate your chart and become as skillful as possible that people will appreciate you. That will make you money. Then we have the return of money, because that's a place where other people is appreciating you. Now, again, yeah, become a good human being. Okay, in your chart, your attractions is fire element. Your passionate, your passions, your fulfillment, your happiness, your energy, your chakra, allow other people to feel you. Okay, allow the other persons to feel who you are. So when they are connected with you, they're attracted to you. Of course, they will always have good opinion about you. But if you're not trying to do that at all, like you try to burn everybody, then no matter how it was, the company will not appreciate this kind of person at all. And then nobody will provide you with the income, opportunity, and stuff. This is the reality of life. You cannot get out from that. Yeah? So if you have a full fire chart, that's means you have to go to that. You have to do all those things to let other person know what you are, okay, and how you work. No matter what kind of circumstances, do not try to attack the other party. Okay, of course, until you have certain level of status in the company, you can do that, but not like beginning a stage. And a lot of times, according to consult and Bazi reading experience that I have, is a person go into the company, they just cannot get rid of their behavior, their gossiping behavior, their problems, right? Their stuff, their their baggages from the previous company, they're complaining about stuff that force the entire thing become worse. So no matter where you go, there are no chances. Okay? Yeah. So this is where Bazi for action. Take actions accordingly for the value of return. Don't just try to do stuff, yeah? Okay? Jackson, but if Bazi have fire element, that in a fire element industry will enhance Bazi chart, right? So like I say, if you are in a fire element industry, it provides you better opportunity to activate your chart. Okay? If you're not really in that, right? You're not in that industry, like this example, you're not in that industry, then the opportunity to activate the chart is like very less, because the company doesn't really provide that kind of opportunity for you to do it. Okay, so this is the same way like mitigating your chart. It's the same way to mitigate your chart. Example, your chart require you to go totally against your current behavior, your actions, your skill, totally go against it, and you require a change at that moment of time. You go to a place that give you opportunity to activate that element. To activate the element, that is more important, because the more skillful you are, the more people can see you, and the more skilled you are, the skill, again, yeah, this is from a little bit like from DJY, your skill equals money, not luck, yeah, not luck, not supposed to be luck. Your skills are equals to money. So in skill can mean many many different ways. Skill to how to say I don't know what the word is. In Cantonese we got 拆牌. What is that supposed to mean? Not sure what is the word. Yeah. Okay. So if no fire in Bazi, then what else we can? All other elements have different category of usage. Okay. So if you look into that, right? So passions, spiritual belief is one of the things that people look a lot too. So this one can be negative and also be positive, right? So for a fire element, then mindset may be rated to more beautifying stuff, because this also have to fulfill the passion, beautifying things, create stuff that your path is to make things become more good, more inspired, more hopeful. There's a mindset that you have to adopt. Okay, if your fire element is very high. So when you go into feelings, of course, this is where how normally that you actually exert out. What kind of emotions that you actually exert out? Yeah, because passion is your own belief. Feeling is you exerting it out. Exert it out means that are you somebody very passionate with the things that you're doing? Are you very passionate with that? Okay. So some of you guys who know me, you'll find out that I'm very crazy in certain part of metaphysics. Really, really, very crazy in terms of metaphysics. The word that I talk, the word that I use, almost all is metaphysics. Almost all, yeah. Even when I go to certain locations, I always think beyond that this company is what kind of element. That company, what kind of element. This person, when I talk with it, is what kind of element. And when I understand the element, that means the person doesn't like the opposite directions, the clashing element. Yeah, that is the feeling that you exert out for people. How passionate you are using it. So if you don't have water, don't have fire, then use others. Water element can mean the wisdom part that you can provide. Metal element can mean the feeling of how much that you can take actions, how white tiger that you are. There's a feeling that you give out to other people. The resilience of metal element is also a feelings that you can provide to the other person. So when you go into the work company, even if you start your own business, you must know your chart, what kind of activations that you should put in. Okay, that allow you to activate more of it. Rather than you trying to do something like, yeah, I'm going into a luck, then in the luck, I get the luck, but I don't know what to do with it, then it's useless. Okay? So for Diane, luxury hotel industry is not an element. You need to understand the culture of the company. That will be better. Rather than you trying to luxury hotel, okay, metal element, the more higher level the company is, the more that they will fall into the category of metal. Okay? Any company you guys go in, yeah, most likely whatever you see in the world right now is all metal element. The biggest company that you go for. Yeah. So environment is important because it provides stepstone to support own chart on starting. Skill set is still most important. Yes. You go to the company is actually to train your skill set too. It will always be better. I never talk about you should learn something first. Yeah. I never talk about you have to have the knowledge first. No, no need. Go to the company, do something with it, activate all the things that you need to activate according to the company itself. So you can use your own like luck pillars energies. You can use your annual chart energies to activate certain parts that you need according to the company. It sounds very hard, right? It's too hard work. Is it very hard work? Now let me ask you, who is it that in this world are sleeping? I think they can be sleeping, become rich also, yeah? So that is other part of it. The return of value of sleeping, that one is return of value of sleeping. So nobody is actually procrastinating and not doing anything. Is going to get whatever they wanted. The more that you complain, the more that you're trying to attack the work. I use the word attack. I teach a class called attractions class using parcel. Okay, and I found that this attractions class is very important. It's about whoever that you want to attract in and whoever that you want to attack out. And most of the time, based on our behavior, I'm not asking you to become a good person. But in certain part of your life, certain people that you meet, you have to be good with them. Certain part of the people that you dislike, you can be bad with them. But most of the time, we just follow our barter chart, we attack everybody. And then now you're asking that, why is it I have no opportunity, no money making, no stuff? Then nothing can happen to you. So if you want to utilize your chart, like bending the reality or changing life, changing for your own life, okay, then you have to change. Yeah. Whatever that I'm trying to explain here is also part of whatever that you actually come across the strategies for wars. Whatever you come across here. You want to get something, you want to start the war, even that you're not capable to win the war, you must know who is it that you should side with. Once that you gain enough of your resource, enough of your military power, enough of your authorities, now you can attack other different parties that you need to attack. You have to think. It's not like luck, yeah? If you're looking like luck, then if your behavior is not good, nobody can appreciate you. Yeah, of course, there's a lot of things can change. Okay, a lot of things can change, yeah? Matter cause man's realm is this earth, this world. So if business doing well, great recruit more metals. Most likely they will fall into a system. Okay, if you look into metal element, it's an ore of metal, right? And then we shape it to become an X. It's forever is an X. So when a company is going through a new company starting up, it's always about passions because they find an ideas to execute. It always go into that part. Yeah. So when you go into like then you go into the strategies, yeah, the path, the purpose they're going through, and then they have the capital for the earth. Now they're exiting their brand and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, X. Because your metal ore will become an X. Or become other tools. So they already shape. Once they're shaped, it's called a system. They already have their alignment. That when the entire thing is shaped, it's called a system. So I'm just telling you in a meta perspective of the element itself. So fire, of course, you have outcome of a desire. In the end, as a fire person, you may be overly passionate and overly share stuff, overly burning other people's. Your desire can come in that cause. Okay? And then fire, creations of fire, is to change everybody else. Yeah? If you look into the fire element, in the end of it is to transform everybody else. This is where you're trying to transform people. This is after you transform everybody else, the desire. You want to shape something out of this world. But most likely, what is it that you can use? Not all, yeah? Maybe just one of them, then you can utilize. So if you have fire element, why is it people ask you to go for fire industry? Does that explain to you guys? Using traditional, just backtrack all these things. Using traditional method, do you know why that people, when you have a fire element, you should go back to fire industry? Okay, do you know why or not? Now, when you have so many fire element, your fire structures, you have to go back to fire industry. The reason is that is the only location that you will have people, okay, talking the same language with you, yeah, having the same passions as you, executing the same actions that looks like you, right? That means in your chart, you are activating your chart. The main purpose of Bazi, the person who will get successful is they understand, they have the awareness of their life, that they need all this. And then, of course, after that, you want to make more money, then is how to utilize them. Where is the return of value again? And most of the time, yeah, as human beings, we go through our life journey. Whatever your fire element is, you get challenged. And most of the time, again, we are dying or we are suffering because we are unable to accept this challenge. So you have a fire elements, activate the fire element. You go back to that industry to activate whatever fire things that you have. Now, after I talk all that, yeah, how to do that? How to do that? You must have your current trend of your own life. This is something that in metaphysics is kind of not talked about. To become like Elon Musk, his chart must align with his stuff. And he is riding the trend. To become a Warren Buffett is also the same. He's using his chart, maximizing his chart in the right trend of life. That means, most likely, this is your realm of possibilities. And this realm of possibilities is because of your chances and your current environment, your people that you know, that provide this realm of possibilities. Okay? It's not about you jump into that industry. If you directly jump, you will die. Seriously, what? You cannot suddenly jump into it. So, if it doesn't have any realm of possibilities, you have to create it yourself. Actually, I have a lot of hard words, yeah? So, for people who are successful in this world, have a lot of hard words. Yeah, but of a feather flocks together. You must go into that. You must go into that industry. It's because of that. Okay? Normally, people, when you read Barter chart, they just tell you, just go for this industry. But if it doesn't have a realm of possibilities in front of you, it's not your trend, it's not anything related to your skills in this current moment, you can be any starting point. It can be any starting point. It's just that you need to activate your chart even more. That is what I'm suggesting to you. Even more. Yeah. That let's just example that your chart have a full fire element. Okay. Later I'll give you okay, never mind. I just open the chart. I open the chart and I give you ideas. Because applications, yeah. I give you ideas of the application. So I will go through one by one the element. Don't worry. If I cannot finish this, I will talk again next week. Okay. I think I talk too fast, yeah. So lagging. Why? Okay. Let's just say this is example chart. Is an example chart. Okay. Natal chart. You are good with this chart is very good with water. Okay. Now, doesn't care what skill you have right now. Because it's very hard to tell you that suddenly changing a skill is not going to be easy for you. But of course, if you have all this time, there's your free time. Why is it that I have to bring this up? Yeah? This is the most practical move for your Barter chart. And it gives you a growth that is you cannot imagine. Once you align to your chart, the growth that you have, you cannot imagine. Yeah, the starting point might be so slow, then you can start up, then you can go straight up. Because you're activating it on the right place, in the right way. Yeah. So imagine that you have water. Right now, you're working for somebody that is not related, not activating your water at all. That means you are in the wrong industry. Okay. But it doesn't mean that you cannot use water. So you have to apply water yourself. Okay. You have to apply water yourself. You have to learn something about the water element by your own. Once you learn Barter, this is the way that you're doing it. Like just now, the fire element. Learn the passions. Learn the beautifying part that brings fulfillment to others. Learn how to exert the passions, feelings of yourself. Do not attack people. Okay, if you attack people, nobody will appreciate you. Especially you're working on a company. Yeah. Then of course your desire. What kind of hobbies you have? What kind of creations you want to do? What kind of transformations that you want to do? Okay. You can use fire you use to transform others. So your desire must be part of something that can transform other people. And then, of course, at the end of it, there's a creations part. What do you want to create? What kind of creations that you want to put in this world? Yeah. So if you follow Ikigai, this is also one part of it that you can actually utilize. Just using one fire element, find your purpose, find the skill you have, find the money that you can find, and also what do you want to change the world? What kind of world that you want to transform? Using Ikigai is also the same way like this. Yeah, so that you can find something that you can actually utilize it. Yeah. So after that, you know that your water is highest in here, of course, then you have to like, just narrow down a little bit and see where is the water appearing and what kind of things that you should focus in more. Yeah. So you have this water, water, water is here, then is water is here, right? Then of course, the top part is your mindset, your appearance. Okay, the bottom part, highly related to your skill and your feelings. Practical move. Okay, so the first few steps, right now you want to change your life. Of course, if you're brave enough, you can directly jump into the company and do whatever you wanted. You can jump straight. You will feel happier. You feel more relaxed. You feel things easier to be done. Because the actions, the activations of element was there. It's easier aligned to you. And all this while, in so many different perspectives, you're being activated to do things in that way. Because your chart, whatever in your barter chart right now, are activations, and also opportunities. Because without opportunity, you cannot activate. Doesn't even care the month, the luck pillars and also the annual pillar. Doesn't even really care about that. Yeah. All your life, your journey of your life, you are given all opportunity to activate this part in different perspective of life. That means it can be relationship, it can be health, it can be problem, friendship problem, whatever things is happening around you, you will look at it in that perspective of an element. Then your chart, it become activated. It will force you because you were given this kind of opportunity to do something with it. And how much that you can get a return of value from your chart depends on how aware of you yourself at that moment of time. Okay, so return of value is actually a skill set. Reverse engineer is also a skill set because all of this brings awareness in your chart. Yeah, if you don't aware of it, nothing will change. Yeah, so this is the way that actually to look into your chart. I think this is more practical. Anybody agree more practical? Come, top of one for me. Yeah, Maggie was saying fire a lot in barter mean top 1% of profile. Most likely yes. Okay, most likely yes. Yeah. Maggie was saying yeah. Can I ask what are the water industry? Actually, you can find across all the internet. Yeah, what is water industry? You can actually find in all the internet. Yeah, if you want to find water industry, but I would not recommend you to do that. It's really, really not going to help you. If you doesn't have the skill set, it's not going to help you. You jump in, you are like a crazy person trying to learn something, and the failure of activating the element actually cause more damage to you rather than you actually have an improvement out of it. I'm looking into very practical things, yeah, because we human beings, we cannot accept so many failure. The more failure we have, the more depressions we have. Okay, the more failure we have, the more we will not feel good with it. Yeah, the more failure we have, the more that we don't feel good with that. So if you're not feeling good with it, then how do you want to activate it? It will actually kills you. Most of the time, it will kills you. You agree with me or not? Do you agree with me? As a human being, we are still very fragile. Yeah, that's why I ask you, when you are learning about Bazi, the best thing is to what? Look at it as an actions base. So you are good in doing something. And if you are well in reverse engineer you yourself, you will also know that you're good in something. Yeah, and follow that path. Like me, my mental element is the strongest. So I like practical stuff. I like logical things. I like practical stuff. I don't really like passionate things, fulfillment. No, yeah. So if you know who I am, or follow me for quite a time, you will see I'm a crazy executioner. And I was being trained like that. I was being trained in an insurance industry. Okay, I was being trained with that. Yeah. So Bazi with most fire also matched with period 9 energies. Fire created soul realm. Spiritual will drive in the next 20 years. Okay. So I will tell you that according to what I actually just teach you, share with you guys, you should actually know that whatever that is going through with Bazi like period 9 energies, whatever going through is an opportunities that is going to arise. That means your own opportunity is you yourself created it. So you yourself, your chart, have the opportunity for your own part of the chart. But the environment that you're going to go in, the trend, the pattern of this world, the patterns of the industry that we are having right now, will then move towards more into period 9 stuff. Yeah, that's mean in your surrounding right now, there is more opportunity to use fire element more than any other element. Okay, more fire element, yeah, but it doesn't mean that all other industry will die. So let me give you something about this, just a little bit about this, so that you can actually have a perspective of all this. This is the lawsuit chart. Okay, this is a lawsuit chart. So this is number 9. Yeah, now everybody focusing on the number 9. So this is number what is this here? Forgot already. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you have to understand that, okay, in period 9, which one is going to have the biggest problem? Which industry will have the biggest problem? Yeah, now dominant is 9. So everywhere of your environment is more into fire element. So whatever you're having right now, yeah, the activities to activate fire is stronger. Anything that was burned with fire will make a market out of it. Anything. Of course, the actual industry for fire element is all this engineering, electronics, yeah, your passionate stuff, your fulfillment stuff, your spiritual journey is all related to this. Because this is the thing is going around. So mental health also part of this. But it does not mean other related industry is going to die. It's just that it is more the opportunity for you to do something. The environment is now producing that kind of fire element opportunity more. It doesn't relate to your chart. It doesn't relate to your chart. So it just means it's a fire. It just means it's a fire. But can one company without one element can survive or not? A whole company. I want to ask you something like this. Because if you don't think in that way, then every company will die. Okay? Yeah? So mental will be weakest in period 9. Means Bazi will fire the most benefit. No, you cannot say that way. No. It's just that it's more opportunity to do anything related to fire. Water can also do fire things. Okay, water can also do fire things. Company is still under metal element. Okay, this actually will tell you a lot of things. Yeah, if you know how to relate it, it can tell you a lot of things. That means startup. Startup is a spiritual, is a fire element, right? Why is it always a startup company right now get increased? Like a lot of startup company just boom. Old company is being killed off. This period is the period that kill a lot of big player. The more established your company is, the more that you will be transformed by this fire element. Because right now, in the entire 20 years of period 9, it was supposed to transform. It was good to become innovative again. But it doesn't mean that you have fire element in your chart, you will be the most benefit one. No, it doesn't actually mean that. You have to go into a company that did that, and you're trying to allow yourself to did that together, then you will be benefit. If you fall in a company that is like metal element industry, then how? You're going to have a big problem. Yeah? If that doesn't allow changes, doesn't transform, you're falling in that company, you also will have a problem. So you cannot say that you have fire element, you are more benefiting. No. Cannot look into that way one, yeah? Let me tell you something more. This is a trick of metaphysics. It gives you opportunity to do all fire things. But it always have interactions. Always have interactions. Yeah? So you will have her two combinations. You will have early heaven to provide number 9. You will have later heaven to provide number 9. And then unconsciously, you have prosperous element. 8, 9, 1, 2. This is the prosperous element of period 9. So this is combo 10. This is the leftover. And then this is the incoming. So in the lawsuit chart, it already tell you that all these company will have relation. Of course, this is the one that is going to suffer the most. So you cannot look into period 9 just because of these singular numbers. No, you cannot, yeah? So there's later heaven, early heaven. Almost all of them have interactions. Only this guy doesn't have interaction. So when you look into period 9, does your fire element is the strongest one? No. It doesn't mean that. Other things still have chances, but the way that they do things maybe is a little bit different. Cannot be the same one. Yeah? Okay? It's just that your environment now have more fire-related element. The opportunity for fire is more. And you should follow it. Company should follow it. Yeah? But not all company must do the same thing. Cannot one, yeah? No, the world cannot survive with just one singular element. If one single element, you will kill everything off. Cannot. Okay? Other than fire element, need to learn fire things to help understand water person or wood person itself. Yeah, you need to allow how wood can transform you. Okay? And how water can transform. Combinations of 10. Then you need to know combinations of 10 means what. Yeah? So it doesn't always mean that in period 9, if like that, then everybody else should go off, right? Everybody else should be going off. That's why, if you look at this, right, number 7 is the one that is going to be killed off. That means no more brainwashing in this current world. It's only about influencing with the truth. Influencing with the truth. Yeah? So, you are a water person, now have a lot of fire opportunities. What you should be doing? You should align yourself with it. Yeah? Opportunity is fire, but inside this fire still need to have structures. Structure is like what I'm showing you right now. This is the structures. This is what we call the structures. Yeah, even fire element itself still need to have a cycle of energy. Yeah, if not, nothing can produce the wood to burn. Yeah? Okay, you cannot think in that sense. I know that a lot of people is not talking about that way. I'm just telling you in my perspective. Okay. Yeah, that's why should not worry about the AI. The AI, the most dangerous time is not now. The AI most dangerous time is actually on period 1. From my perspective, I would say in period 1. Because now is just a moment of innovation. To gain true intelligence, to really deep dive into true intelligence, is actually the water element that provide the true intelligence. So should not be worrying about AI in this moment. It's just an ideas that everybody is burning about. Okay, if you go into period 1, maybe after 10 years of period 9, we'll move into a little bit more into re-intelligence and stuff. Then period 1 is the most dangerous one. If you follow the lawsuit and all these stars and stuff, you're going through period and period. There's a time that's most dangerous. Now it's still not. Now it's just people are using it for actions, for the leading part, for entrepreneur parts, not really for bringing it into high intelligence. Okay, when you bring it on a high, of course, the machine learning is actually quite dangerous. If you want to look at it, the most dangerous thing is not the AI, it's the machine learning. Because it can filter the intelligence and stuff. But I still think it's not that time yet. If you follow the things. Yeah. So if you learn metaphysics, you should know that trend cannot be go against. You're riding a tsunami, a wave. Can you go against it? No, yeah. You can only ride on it. Okay, you can only ride on it. And well, in the end, what's going to happen, nobody will know. Okay, Earth going to be destroyed, nobody will know. And if you are just scared about that, then you're not riding it. You're waiting the tsunami to come and clash on you. You're waiting a wave to come and clash on you. Okay, so don't. Yeah. So period 9, the period is an environment that you will go in. Your Bazi chart is your own opportunity. Two totally different things. Don't fall into them. Yeah, it's two totally different things. Okay, so whatever that you need to do, I also always like to say this. Whatever happened in the environment, the survivor is the human. We as human being, let's just separate that in that way. As human being, we have to survive our own. No matter how harsh the circumstances is, there is still some living being is going through. Correct or not? Throughout the history of everything, they always have a survivor that go through. And we are the one who are going through the life and we are afraid of everything around us. Then we are not trying to survive. We are not really trying to survive. Yeah. Imagine how many years ago, from the beginning of human, there's just 1 or 2 singular human able to produce to how many billions of people on earth right now. Okay, you are survival. So you are worrying too much about the things that we are not supposed to worry. And I think the most thing we should worry is how much money we can earn right now that to feed our stomach. You're thinking about the AI, totally non-related to you. Then your life, no need to think, okay? Wow, period 9 coming on, so hard, life so hard, life so hard. Then do something with your life. You're expecting too much from the external, but you're not thinking about your own. Yeah, even on whatever that annual talks or whatever it is, yeah, I always feel that way. Haven't really able to be responsible of our own life. we are thinking about the things that's not affecting us. Yeah, your current circumstances is more important because you right now are seeing the world that you're seeing by your own eyes in front of you. But you care about the things that you're not able to see. I'm not asking you to be selfish. Okay, you can do your humanitarian stuff, whatever it is, but first you have to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself first. Yeah, drive first, rather than trying to worry this thing. If you cannot drive, cannot become successful, how are you going to help others people? So a big portions of environment are not really supposed to fall onto your stress. Yeah, I'm just trying to give you guys a things of it, because a lot of times we think every other thing's happening in the world, but we never really realize we are thriving in ourselves. Yeah, Paul, that's why, correct or not? Okay, so I hope you guys can get the message. Of course, learning part is to let you guys understand this. So look into different perspective. Okay, and the last thing I want to say is in Sun Tzu Art of War, there's one word that I like the most. There's not one word, there's one category I like the most. It's like in whatever things that we are having right now, if we are doing things that is not successful, something is wrong. Okay, of course, the words in the Sun Tzu Art of War is not related to that. It's about meeting with certain situations, facing a very tough opponent. We should not face it heads on. If we keep on facing it heads on and we are actually failing in doing that, that means it's not the right approach. Okay, it's not the right approach. So look into the opposite directions. If whatever that you are trying to do in life right now is failing, you're working so hard in a company, okay, and right now it's a changing of period. This is a very important message in changing of period. If you're thinking that you are so hard, working so hard, not workable, it's like failing and all failing again, maybe it's time to change the approach. Maybe it's time to change the approach. I'm not asking you to totally change the stuff. Change the approach. If this way cannot, use the other way. Yeah, because we always fixated that we think that we supposed to do one thing just straight way to become successful. We being taught by the environment, the societies and stuff. Okay, we supposed to be like that, supposed to be like that, supposed to be like that. But sometimes it works for other people. It doesn't mean it works for you. Okay, so look back into your chart. Maybe you're too fixated in something. Try the other path. Yeah, because your chart have millions of usage. Not just one, yeah. Have millions of usage. Try every single one of it. Rather than you're just trying to hicks on. It's not going to be in that way. Yeah? I don't really suggest that way, because especially in period 9, everything is fast moving. Whatever that you can learn from other people, maybe will be outdated by the time that you are trying to use it. Maybe. Because it's too fast. Once the thing start burning, it will keep on consume the resource until it was completely gone. Okay, so if you're doing something and you feel like you are not, so for so many years, you didn't get the improvement that you wanted, then it's time to learn something new, get it on different approach, align yourself with period, align yourself with whatever element that you have, and try to come up with something out of it. Yeah, learning parts is very good. Learning parts is very, very good, because it gives you totally different perspective of your life. Yeah, because of all master that you're following, I believe that all of you follow different master. Different master will also have different way of approach. Cannot be the same approach one. Okay, yeah. So thank you to all of you. Yes, of course, Paul. Fully agree, huh? So don't try to be that breakthrough. Don't let the resistance keep on coming to you. Okay? Now, thank you for all of you. So today we talk about fire. So next week we talk about other elements. Okay? Yeah? See you guys around. And goodbye.